Okay, so now we've got our animated chest object. It does what we want it to do. Maybe we want to do more with this, but maybe not. Maybe this is all we want, and we want to export this to some other application, maybe to a game, maybe who knows where. But we just need to export the object and the surfaces and the animation and get it out in a way that other programs can read it. And there's lots of different formats for this kind of thing. And there's no absolutely completely 100% universal file transfer format. But right now, probably about the closest thing we have to that is something called FBX, which is read by a lot of programs. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to export our treasure chest to FBX. So first thing we're going to do is come into the window menu and open the outliner, because we want to make sure we get the top level object here. So there it is, both the top and bottom, sort of its high level hierarchy level. And then File, Export Selection. And choose it. And it's just going to place it here in our projects directory. That's fine. By default, it's going to make it a Maya binary, but we want it to be an FBX. And right here we have this selection called FBX Export. So that's our choice. And if you don't have that there, the next video will talk about how to actually get that choice to show up. But now we're going to give this a name. So we're going to call it TC for treasure chest, and animated or animation, whatever you want to call it, underscore FBX, just something that's a little different from the other naming things. There's lots of options here. Eventually we'll talk about some of those. We don't have to worry about them. Just export selection. Okay, so now it's exported, and now we're going to close the outliner window, and we're going to create a new scene. We're going to save our scene first, and then new scene. There it is. Then we're going to go to File, Import, and it comes up in our Maya projects directory. And there's our TC animated FBX.FBX. Now, notice this is not a MB, which is a Maya binary, usually a scene file. It's just our FBX object file with the animation. So when we open this, okay, and we're in a new scene, so we have to turn on our shading and our wireframe on shading. But notice the grid didn't change. It didn't bring in any of the other baggage from the old scene. But it did bring in the animation, hopefully here, so we'll hit the run control, and there it is, all animating out nicely. Okay, so we successfully exported the animation and brought it back in. So that's it. As long as you had the FBX choice available, that all works good. Like I said, if that choice wasn't available when you looked, we're going to deal with that in the next video.